How is everybody doing? Oh, let's lower this down a bit more. Just only you can see the top of my head. How is everybody doing? What harps are you into? Let's start by playing one in my collection. I didn't even realize I had Horsehead Gorka. One without the draw start. Gibble boy, how are you? How's the harping in the grate out yonder? I'm just playing a Morchang. JNC Mining, good day. Good day back at you. How are you doing? Vincent Dill, how's it going? Dual Sport PNW, welcome, Jaw Harp. Hello, and here on time. Doppio, how are you? There's some people I haven't seen before. How is the harping treating you? I got completely lost in the harp last night. Oh, and I started up a TikTok account as well at Jaw the Harp. And then, oh yes, Nico Cornelius. We should celebrate Mr. Nico Cornelius. Went viral on TikTok. I don't know how many views he had. Last I checked, it was 1 million plus. It is blowing up. Do I have a Vescovich? I do. The Vescovich I got, I've only ever purchased one from him. But the Vescovich are fantastic. You find him on most social media. I don't know what his Instagram handle is, but on Facebook he's Yuri Vescovich or at Vescovich Harps. Let's just talk about that. Yeah, Vescovich are killer. This is the one I got from him. Forged stainless. The reed is carbon steel, I imagine. Just bought one, but hasn't arrived. I think that you will be very pleasantly surprised at how good the Vescovich are. And that little, I'm like doing like kind of like a little laugh, in, out, in, out, in, out, but with them glottal stops. I just give it a second extra, doing my in and out, and not pluck it there. Charles Longstaff, how you be? I don't know how Jigsaw I don't know how if I'm saying that correctly. I mispronounce everyone's name. My name's very simple, Jamie Babb. Very simple spelling, very simple pronunciation. If you have more letters or consonants, I'm gonna have a hard time with it. Just like the Ovcharenko I got this. What do you think the best key to play bluegrass is? I don't know. I think the best answer to that would be what songs are you wanting to play with? And in what keys are they? I don't know the common keys of bluegrass, but I imagine it's probably not all one key. So I would take the songs that you like and the type of music that appeals to you, find out what key those are in, and maybe get those keys. Would probably be your best bet. Now, you can play different notes in other keyed songs, but you can only play certain tones off of it, which is way over my knowledge of the harp. I am not a very musically inclined person. Most of my play is gibberish and nonsense, and I don't even really enjoy playing songs. I enjoy meditating with the instrument. That's kind of where I'm at. This is Ovcharenko. The Ovcharenko are really good. I have a third one somewhere, but I don't. Or I had 4 of them. I don't know where they're. Oh, here it is. Okay, I've got all the Ovcharenko here. And I've been referring to him as Overchenko. It's Ovcharenko, I think, or Ovcharenko. Other than that, I don't know. This is the Ovcharenko Drimba. And as far as I know, he doesn't make particular models of harps. Every run of harps he produces, they're unique. He says he likes doing different things. that out in, out in, out in with a little bit of glottal stops and moving my tongue up and down. Dude, that's how my name is pronounced. Oh, cool. What I've really noticed, not only about the sound of the Ovtrinko, is this is a higher tuned harp, but the reed on it is such a pleasing stiffness. If I play 3 or 4 hours in a night, I start off playing some stiffer harps, but I gently go over to harps with lower stiffnesses, because one thing I notice is that my head starts to hurt, because especially when I'm hitting like a really stiff reeded Morchang or really stiff reeded Vargan, it's tiresome after a while. I feel the vibration more in the center of my head, and it's not so much the tones that are doing it. It's when a harp is really stiff and I play it for a long time. So I'm kind of digging the more flexible reeds. What's the difference between a Vargan and a Drimba? Now, Vargan is I would say, a geographical term or a word in Russian, meaning, I think, barbarian, that is referring to harps made in Russia. Like, this is a compass, it's a Vargan, due to its geography. But there are so many different styles of Vargan: high tuned, low tuned, mid range tuned, saturated, really distorted, very, very clean and melodic, like Munarp. So it encompasses every style that you can even think of. But more, I would refer to Vargan as harps made in Russia. And if they're made in Yakutia, you'd refer to them as a Homus or Homus, I think. Now, Drimba is the one of the names in Ukrainian for their style of harp, but now there's so many makers making drimba, so many amazing makers from Ukraine, that drimba is starting to encompass every style: bass drimba, high tune drimba that are very, very clean. Most of them, some of them have a little bit of fuzz that you can work with too, just a touch of it. So the difference between a Vargan and a drimba is like the difference in between American food and the difference in between Brazilian food, or comparing the foods of any different company, because they can encompass nearly every style. Just flavors. Let's play another Ovtrinko, my favorite one. This is they have what I think is called Yggdrasil or Yggdrasil on them, the world's tree. But they are so nice. And here in 4 weeks, we're going to be showing the unboxings. I've got so many unboxings stacked up. I just do one a week. That keeps me going, heading into an even busier time at work, which is normally fall. I can get some time off, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. Very basic. This is also the Ovtrinko. I've really been digging the bass. This thing has such a pleasant, pleasing stiffness. Like if I'm saying like if I'm saying wit, you notice your tongue starts going to the roof of your mouth. Wit. But I'm not vocalizing. The harp's doing the talking. What do I prefer in the key of F? My preference used to be Shipanov, which are fantastic. Also, so many harps in F2 that are really good. Munarp in F2. And just take any melodic maker, have them build you an F2, because there's a bunch of flavors of F2. Oh, hi, ukulele dude. Or we're going yit, or yit. You can any variation of those. Says hit me up for the Munharp. Looking for one. I do have some Vitowski Munharp in. That's, I think, the only types of Munharp I have in. And I go yes. And it's hard to do an open-close breathing pattern without the harp, because you need a little bit of pressure, a little bit of something pushing back. K Swat says, just came to say hello. Bye. Oh, hello to you. Yeah, Karetnidov. Man, I can't even think right now how to pronunciate that. But yeah, those are really, really good as well. And the necklace case is a part of the harp. I like it when I can keep them together because if I can't keep a case with a harp, it is oftentimes in a drawer, and that'll be a harp that I don't take with me because I don't have the case with me. So getting to something different. Playing a lot of Yakut harps. I used to say, oh, the Yakut harps they're high in cost. They are their own thing, though. Some of these Yakutian instruments are awesome. I really love Gogolev for meditation because they're deep and they're weird. Lots of cool unboxings coming up. I would love to make some more tutorials. I just don't have time. There goes our ring light. Let's plug in a new one. I knew that battery. I use big battery packs. I always look forward to these. Thanks for keeping me consistent. Oh, cool. I look forward to having you come and hear the playing and talk about things. If you have any specific questions, let me know. I bet people who watch this after the live thing are probably, who is he talking to? There's always comments popping up, and I love comments. But sometimes I keep my eyes closed and I don't see them. Where's that? We're going to go obnoxiously bright with the light. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to play a deeper Gogolev. Cyberfish, welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, another thing. Here in the next couple months, I'm going to be getting a surgery done. I've meeting with a specialist who's going to fix my nose. And my voice is probably going to change. My harp playing is probably going to change because I'll have a fully working nose. But there may be a couple weeks where I don't go live just because I don't know how the vibrations will work out with having my nose destroyed temporarily to fix it. So I guess the ENT surgeon doctor told me, he's like, you're not gonna sound really nasal. I'm like, oh, I won't sound like a nasally stoner anymore. And I'll bring the lips back around it. The tongue cupped and back. And you can hear my breath, but just doing this, it feels like I want my breath to shine through. It flies through your window as soon as you can hit. Oh, cool. Cyberfish through. Yeah, this is a deep, deep harp, the Gogolev. And I have Gogolev makes harps that are more in the mid-range too. And they're just weird. They're a weird that I love. Let me grab another Gogolev. Just killer. The Yakuts are just so good at it. Most makers just kill it. We're going to play some more Yakut instruments. What's that? It was on my lap. There we go. Let's find the other Gogolev. Let's get the Terabukin out. Let's get all these. I figured out the name of all these Yakut makers from last week's live upload, but I've since forgotten them. There's another one of the Gogolov. David, I mean, hey, oh yeah, cool. Let's see here. So I get this out here. We're just gonna go for 15. Oh, we're already at 15 minutes. I can't quit yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's too soon. We'll wrap it up in a couple minutes. Here's a more mid-rangey Gogolev. I haven't played it as much as the deeper bass. Sam Woods, welcome, welcome. This is a middler range Gogolev, or bottom of the mid range. I miss. I've been playing around with some outward plucks on Homas with my thumb coming back. It feels really good. It feels like a dance. I've seen the acoustic players do it. I'm like, I wonder if I could do a little bit of that. Not as good as they do, but. You got to kind of play around with where your hands at, because you don't want to be up too high here and not be able to transition from here back to here. So if you're doing that, now do not do this on a mud harp. If it has a really recurved trigger, most of the time not good. But yeah, coot shake triggers are very, very good at plucking outward for the most part. But just keep in mind, it is kind of abusive or puts more wear and tear on the reed. But if you're playing lots of harps, if you have 20 or so harps that you can rotate around, that helps too. Tim Big Harp Festival, usually in Oregon. No, that's comment to another comment. And play around with it. Feel where the transition is, because you got to transition from here to here and back to here. Here I'm hitting it here. I'm straightening my hand out. And I didn't make this technique up. I've seen Yakutian women harp players do it to much, much better than I do. I just started this over the past couple of days. Let's play a couple more harps. Let's play, the one I didn't play a lot last live upload. Terabukin, blah, blah, blah. English is hard. But, and it's the only language I really speak. The Terabukin are probably one of the better, if not the best, saturated instrument I have played so far. Let's get into the Terabukin. They're very well, very sleek. I believe that's his maker's mark. I think his first name is Eduard Terabukin. I don't have any contact with him, but I know a lady in Yakutia who procures these and ships them out to me. And this harp, I don't know if you can hear it, it is loud. It's saturated too. Wee. There's some stops in there. Glottal stops, to those of you who are new here, is opening and closing your glottis, like if you were to say words with a glottal stop, like some of the English words, better, butter, and bottle. Here in Kansas, we say better, butter, bottle. In England, they say a version of better, butter, bowl. So if you can do that, or laugh. When you close your glottis, it's closed, and when we're breathing, it's open. So you can't breathe and close your glottis, but you can stutter them breaths off there. See, oh yeah, that was distorting my vision a little bit. I like that. Fairly aggressively medium stiffness reed, if that even makes any sense. Medium stiffness isn't really aggressive, but it is aggressive. That takes some insane control over your breathing. It takes a little bit. I imagine that I'm gonna have to change up my technique after I get my snooter fixed, because the nose will operate different, because right now there ain't air coming through there very well. But I probably will change my sound and my voice I'll lose my awesome stoner nasally voice. Oh no. Anyways, let's play some more of these Yggdrasil, these Ovcharenko. We're already at 20 minutes. I was planning for a 15-minute upload, but this is just too much fun. Got some sun tea made today. Didn't get hot out. It was like 80, and this week it's been 40s, 50s, and 60s sometimes. So we got a taste of the fall. We didn't get the real Kansas heat this year. Do I have the Dabrowski with the nuts? Yeah, it's upstairs. If you would wait a moment, I will run and go get it. You'll hear me run up the stairs. If running, I can. Okay, the Dabrowski that I had with the nuts, and those nuts were acorns from a red acorn tree I had collected. Another thing somebody was saying that takes a good control of the breath. That's true. It helps if you do cardio as well to control your breathing, and the more you do breathing rhythms on the harp, the better you're gonna get it. Here's that one from the Instagram picture today. Oh yeah, I posted it as this harp is nuts, like as a pun, but I don't know if acorns are a true nut or not. Kind of like bamboo's not a wood, it's a grass. Say nuts. Yes. Okay, here we go. There's this Dabrowski. I also just finished running too. Oh, it's good to go for a run and play the harp. Start off a little out of breath. This is Dabrowski 3 mount. G2 432 hertz. Okay, we're going to play one more harp. I'm going to end with one of the Ovcharenkos. I really like the low one, really like the high Ovcharenko. High pitch, low pitch. I've played so many middle range pitch, D2, thereabouts, harps that I'm kind of getting burnt out on the mid range. I'm going low and I'm going high, which are good places to be. These Ovcharenko are so cool. He has a pattern that occurs on the frame and extends across the reed. And a lot of people say, well, it's not an actual reed, but it's a tongue vibrating something. So reed is a cool sounding word that I call it. And every harp has a different feel. If you want to bounce outward, I'll bounce inward, bounce outward, catching it just barely. You gotta watch out jumping one harp to another, because the exact technique I'm using, I would have to adjust where my hand and where my arm's at, because if it had a big loop, like say a phantom or something, it's gonna pull the harp away from my face, whack me in the teeth. And I've done that with the Glauser and Star before. Back when I used to drink and mess around with the harp, I was probably 5 beers deep, and I was playing a Glauser and Star as fast as I could, inward and outward, and I grabbed the reed and went whack, and it kind of freeze for a second. Your heart skips a beat. You're like, did I just chip a tooth? You feel around on your teeth for a chip. But if your teeth are in fairly good health, you probably won't break one. Do I sell these harps? Yeah, I sell harps on the harpery.com. The ones I'm showing here are my personal harps for my personal collection, but there's a ton of stuff, or actually a lot of stuff sold out, but there is stuff on the harpery.com. If I can ever get time off work, I will be uploading more stuff, because I probably got 50 pounds of harps sitting in the harpery. Kev, the wrecker, hello, how are you? We're almost 10 minutes past where I wanted to wrap up, but I was having so much fun. So we're going to play this last Ovcharenko. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, be good to each other, harp out. And I love the trigger shape on this. Oh, thank you. That was a good compliment. Yeah, if I had more time, I would definitely get all these harps up on the website. But I don't do sell jaw harps full time. It's kind of a side gig after I get off work. So. I love y'all. Have an awesome, awesome-ish weekend. Harp out, harp on, harp often.